Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Nyans. This is a tutorial, I guess, for your Oh, the Places I've Been project. So once you've gone on to Google Classroom, you should have selected this document here. The purpose of this assignment is to basically create an autobiography, but instead of using a book or written paper, I want you to communicate your past, present, and future using maps. So I'm going to take you through this step by step. You will need to find Google's My Maps, and you will sign in using your ISE Gmail. So I'm just going to walk you through this process. I'll be going between this document and my other screen. So go to Google, search My Maps. You should come to this page. You're just going to click here and get started. I'm already signed into my Google account, so this shows two maps that I've already created and I've been playing with. But you're going to go up here to create a new map. And then the first thing I want you to do, I want you to edit the title and add a description. So if you're not sure what that should look like, you can go to your Google Doc and it'll be right here. So this is your first and second task that you're required to complete. And if you want to, I think you're allowed to, whoops. I said it's okay if you want to copy this and paste it in for this project, I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to paste that in and then add your name after the colon. If you want to go back and copy the description for this one, that's okay with me as well. Or if you want to add your own or edit this one, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, once that's all in, press save. So now we have a title and a description, and we're ready to start adding our layers. There's already one layer added, so we'll just click this, and this one is going to be home or home. So depending on if you only lived in one house, then you're only just going to have the title home. But if you've moved before, then you're going to have multiple homes. That's going to be the title of our layer. Press save. And now we're ready to start finding our locations. So I am going to start with where I grew up. I can type into Google Maps, Seattle, Washington. If I know the address of my former house, I can type in that address to get an exact location. Otherwise, I can just find it on the map and get close. If you don't know the exact location, that's okay. So this is going to take us directly to my childhood house. I think you can add this to the map, and that creates a pin. If you're not able to do that, I'm going to show you what you can do. So if you're just looking for your house and you're trying to get close to where you think you used to live, you can go up to this icon right here, this tool that says Add Marker. Now it's given me this little crosshairs, and I'm going to click on, pretty sure it's right here. So I'm going to click on this, and that creates a point. So you can name these different things. Some people said like house number 1, house number 2. I'm going to call this one childhood house. So this is where I grew up. And I'm going to add a description. This is the house that I grew up in. I lived here from age 2 to around 19 years old. And then I might add some things like I had best friends that lived by there, but this is just my example to get you going. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to press save. If I go back and I see that I made a mistake or I want to add things, I can go to this edit button right here, and that'll allow me to re-edit. Next, it's kind of boring if we use the same icon, the same color for all of our different locations. So I'm going to show you a way to jazz that up. If we click this paint can here, this will give us different colors to choose. For my houses, I'm going to go with the orange color, and then I'm going to change the icon. If you're not happy with any of these icons here, then you can go here, and this will go to many different icons. by category. So for places, these are the ones to choose from. For my house, I am going to choose, it's actually already back there. But if you want to get really fancy, you can also add an icon, custom icon. And what this allows you to do is to either upload a picture that you have, or you can do a Google search. So I'm not going to do that with this one, but if you find one, you can select it and you press select, and that'll put a custom icon down below here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to this one. This is a house. Now it's orange, and then I'm done. If I wanted to add a picture, maybe I have a picture of me standing by my house when I was a kid, I can add a picture through that icon. Again, you can search here if you don't have a personal picture. That's especially cool if you are in the layer about vacations and travel. It's very cool to see some personal pictures or pictures you've taken when you've been traveling. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to add all the different homes in this layer. When I'm done adding my homes, here's the next step. I'm going to add another layer. And if I look in my requirements, I'm expected to have 5 different map layers. The first one being homes. I've already done that one. The next one is schools, vacation and travel destinations, my favorite hangouts, and where I want to go. If you're unsure of what I'm looking for in here, you can read the descriptions, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add another layer. So I'm going to switch back to my maps, and then here's what I want you to pay attention to. When you are creating a new layer and you're done with homes, I want you to deselect homes. So this layer is going to go bye-bye. Your house or homes will disappear. And now I want you to work on schools. So with schools, I'm creating a layer, and now I'm going to find my schools. So let's start with the easy one. I spelled right. Okay, so I'm going to start with ISE. Again, if this pops up, you can just add this to your map and it creates a pin in the exact location, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to add a description. Okay, remember, you can add more details. If you went to different schools, like maybe you went to elementary school, you could tell us the age range that you went. Maybe you went from kindergarten to 5th grade, and then you went to a different school for middle school. So you can add those details here, and this is good practice. Then once I'm happy with that description and title, I'm going to press save. Again, I can change different things. On this one, maybe I'll add a symbol for our school. So I'm going to add a custom icon. I'm going to go to the Google search and see if I can find our school. Let's go. Okay, so I found this cool logo. I'm going to select that and see if it works. Remember, you don't have to do this, but it's kind of a fun way to create our maps. I do not see it. Let's try one more time. Oh. Well, I don't know. You can play around with that. I'll try it again. For now, I know there's an icon for a school. This one's, I guess that's not quite right, but I'm going to choose this one. Kind of looks like a school. I'm going to press OK. Again, if you want to make all your schools the same color, you can do that. And then if you want to add a picture, you can either go take one with your phone or camera, or you can try to search one. Okay. Let's see if this one works. I'll try that logo. I'll see if this adds to the photos. Okay, so that works. But if you want to add a more personalized picture, you're welcome to do that. And remember, these maps will not be shared publicly. You're going to share it with me, and then if you do want to share it with your own friends or family, you're more than welcome to do that. So that's layer for homes, layer for schools, and then I'm just going to keep adding the 5 layers. Let's see, the next one, if you forget, switch back. So the next one is going to be a cool one, vacation and travel destinations in the past. And if you want to, copy and paste. Remember, using the computer is a lot about saving time and learning how to do things fast. So there we go, that's my next layer. And then to add to that layer, I'm going to unselect school, and I'm going to start adding some travel destinations. Let's see, I want to go to a cool place, Cusco, Peru. And if you want to get more specific than that, you can add to the map. And then I'm going to add some details. Oops. So this was a cool site or a cool jumping off point. We actually walked for 10 days and we saw lots of cool different Inca sites. So let's see. I'm going to add more descriptions, but it's hard to talk and write at the same time. I'm going to save this for now, and then later on I'm going to add some pictures. So if you go and visit my map, you'll be able to see through my eyes some of my experiences. There we go. Okay, 4th layer. And remember, if you want to go back and you want to work on schools, then just make sure you deselect those other ones. Otherwise it gets a little bit weird. Now the cool thing is that if I want to see your schools, I could just look at all your schools. I could zoom out on the map and I could see all the different schools that you've gone to. Or if I want to see your house or homes at the same time, I can turn that on as well. So we can use the layers and change what we see on the maps, which is a really cool tool. Okay, this layer is called My Favorite Hangouts. So in Thailand, where are your favorite places to go? Maybe it's a local beach you like to go to. Maybe it's a local mall or movie theater, or a place that you do dance class or music class or soccer. So what are the places outside of school, outside of your house that you like to visit? I want you to create some of those on the map. Let's see. So right here, again, go ahead, save time, copy, paste that in as your layer, save it, and then you can start adding places to that layer. I'm going to add the last layer, and then we'll be done. It's time to work on your own. So last layer, this is a cool one. This is where do you want to go? So we're calling this Where I Want to Go. And I want you to dream big. If you have had ideas of going to maybe a university in Australia, I want you to pin that on the map, create a place marker, and I want you to tell me about that. What is the university called? Why do you want to go there? Maybe you already know what you want to study. That's what you can put on there. You can also put travel destinations. Maybe there's places in the world that you know you want to see and you haven't had a chance to go there. Put a mark on those places in the world, and then we'll be able to see where you want to go. So remember, this is like your autobiography through maps. Thanks for watching. Feel free to email me, dnyans@ise.ac.th. Good luck, have fun, and I can't wait to see your maps.